How's it going? No hat today. It's late. Kind of exhausted. And frankly, I should probably just be editing the last stream more than actually streaming something new right now. Last time we did Varka's story quest, it was longer than I thought it would be, and we even stuck around for an extra 20 minutes after just to do some reactions to some of his trailers. But, hey, I said we would do it, and I ended up doing it. Anywho, today's agenda is to basically do more of the homecoming event. I plan on doing at least just the second act of it, and then I'll do as many of the side quest missions as I can. I think I'll do at least the second Echo Memories. Yeah, there's 2, and then there's 3. We'll do Act 2 today, and then I guess we'll do... we did 2 of the chat over drinks last time, so I think we can do 2 more of those today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 left. So we'll do 2 today and maybe 3 more next time, because usually the third act of these event quests tend to be on the shorter side. And beyond that, that's all we have planned for today. And I guess, once again, just a reminder to those that we're streaming this live at twitch.tv/sheetstreams. If you want to know what I'm going live and what I'm doing, best way to do that would be to join the Discord. And if you don't want to see ads, then you could sub or beg someone else for a sub. That's more or less the best way to avoid that. I could start streaming on YouTube since multi-streaming is a thing now, but then I would have to change the chat. But actually, I'm told that Twitch has actually recently updated its policy on that, so I think I should be able to show YouTube chat on the stream now if I really wanted to. To be fair, I didn't even know I wasn't allowed to do that previously because it's probably buried in the terms, and I don't have them memorized because the last time I read them was the last time they updated them, which I want to say it was like 2 or 3 months ago. Like in December, but I'm not entirely sure. Anywho, that's enough of a distraction. Let's just get back to the story. For a reunion without tears.
We made it! Wow! The whole gang's here! Even Master D-Luke!
Yeah, that's surprising. What's D-Luke doing here?
Wow. Jean wanted my input on everything. Even though I left the Knights, Grandmaster Varka has done a lot for me. He didn't stop me from leaving back then, or throw any administrative roadblocks my way. So I owe him one.
There's administrative roadblocks to leaving the Knights?
Well, I was sad to see you go, but your mind was made up. And anyhow, you're an adult. As long as you're prepared to follow through on your choices, who am I to stop you? And let me tell you, my rebellious streak was way worse back in the day.
Do tell. He was up all night doing paperwork, wasn't he?
You look pretty tired. Late night yesterday?
And that's our fault.
Yeah, didn't get much sleep at all. And now my head's killing me. My terrible memories of being Grand Master came rushing back at once.
I wonder if they have ibuprofen in the Genshin universe.
The Grandmaster's wording is somewhat misleading, so allow me to elaborate.
What was misleading about that?
We made quick work of our tasks yesterday, much to the Grandmaster's great pleasure. So he hit up his friend Charles for a few drinks.
Ah, so he was up late drinking. Got it.
You know how it is. When you're catching up with an old friend, a few drinks turn into a few too many. Am I right?
I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen Jean drink.
Ah, so you're just hungover! Ugh, and Paimon was starting to feel bad for you.
Don't worry, he'll make it up to you by telling you about the secret menu at Good Hunters. Also, hi Nicole. Why are you being so quiet over there?
Understood.
I just received word from the knights stationed at the venue that the setup is complete. You can start today's story at any time.
I have questions, actually.
Ask away.
If everyone experiences the story in the bubble, there shouldn't be anything in there that only I can do, right?
Ah, you mean like how only you could have purified Dvalin's tears? That ability is unique to you. And to be honest, a lot of people might not even know you're capable of something like that. So they might get stuck at that point in the story.
Okay, so if something that's unique to me happens, they can't move past that in the story.
Don't worry. I thought about that. The story told within the bubble has some jumps. I've deleted the parts that might complicate things.
What parts?
The remaining content doesn't require the participant to do much of anything, actually. It should be like watching a play, except you get to walk around as you enjoy the performance.
That sounds kind of cool, actually.
Wait! But we ran into a combat encounter yesterday when that fungus jumped out at us!
That was Alice.
We'll take care of that. Alice and I want this to be an experience even a child can complete without trouble.
But you've seen what Klee is capable of, right?
The parts you're testing today are more stable, so there shouldn't be too many bugs. Of course, when you access the dicier sections, be sure to keep our vision in mind.
Understood.
Speaking of Alice, where is she?
Is she in the bubble?
Klee demanded some playtime with her mom. And of course, as far as Alice is concerned, nothing is more important than a request from her daughter.
I hope we get to meet her husband at some point. Apparently there was some discourse, like, not too long ago about how Alice is probably not going to be playable because she has a canonical husband. And there's this weird unspoken rule in gacha of the parasocial relationship is paramount to sales, so all the characters have to be basically single and ready to mingle.
That checks out.
Which is kind of dumb, because I think it's very heavily implied, like, Beidou and Ningguang are a couple. But then again, they aren't 5-star limited characters, so you could probably make that counter-argument.
Well, let's get this show on the road. How
Diluc
many
and
to
Jean are
witness our
practically a
honor-rated
couple,
story
I guess.
firsthand?
How's it going, Howitzer? So why is this chapter called For a Reunion Without Tears? Wasn't there a chapter called For a Reunion Without Tears in, like, the weird mountain marathon event? Enter Bubble World. I feel like there was. Can't place my finger on it.
Whoa! Dizzy. That's gonna take some getting used to. Why didn't that happen the first time?
Oh, are we gonna have to steal the lyre again?
Looks like we've jumped forward a bit since yesterday. We're at the Favonius Cathedral now.
I don't know if I've ever mentioned this on stream, but I used to be against them adding a skip button, because my stance on it was actually, I don't like skip buttons in a games where you can't replay the dialogue or replay the cutscenes, but now that we have the ability to replay the dialogue and replay the cutscenes, I'm actually all for a skip button being added now.
Wait, is this the bit where we borrow the Holy Lyre?
Everyone remembers how amazing the stealth mechanics are in Genshin. I think the only worst stealth game I've ever played was like the Family Guy video game on, what was it, like the Xbox? Or the PS2. And we're sure you want to expose this little detail?
Yeah, Paimon's not sure about this. Also, why is Tone Deaf Bard the only one here? What about Varka and the others?
Yeah, where did they all go?
Don't worry. I'm sure Nicole has it all planned out.
Are they all gonna end up playing characters in the story?
See? Here comes Diluc now.
Word from the Knights of Favonius is that the Fatui are planning to steal the Holy Lyre der Himmel. Unfortunately, that intel came a little late.
Ah, so the lyre is already stolen, and we're gonna start from the point where we try to steal it back from the Fatui. Got it. Makes sense.
A conflict between the two parties is ensuing inside. If the Fatui succeed, we'll miss our chance to borrow the lyre. Come on. Let's go help the Knights.
The Luke helping the knights, huh?
What is it?
Oh, so that's how we're
explaining this part. Huh. Pretty convincing.
Makes sense to me. If you were going to rewrite this part so that a third-party audience that's from Mondstadt got to see what happened, you probably don't want to show the part where we broke in and tried to steal it first.
It's all thanks to that committed performance from our good friend D-Luke.
I'm just reading the lines Miss Nicole gave me. You need to play along, okay? The cameras are rolling.
I keep forgetting that the cameras in this universe are spelled with a K.
Don't worry. Our operation isn't that strict. If there are slip-ups, I'll just delete them later. Feel free to take a relaxed approach.
Magic is very, very flexible, I guess.
Wait, that was Nicole's voice? Where's it coming from?
I don't actually hear enough of Sean Chiplock's performances to tell how much he's phoning it in or not.
Probably that small bubble.
Oh. How did I miss that?
That's right. This is a kind of communication magic. The same one the Knights of Favonius used to get in touch with me earlier. If you get stuck at any point, you can contact me through this magic, and I'll provide a few hints.
I don't know why we would need hints. We're just replaying the events of the prologue.
How very convenient. I suppose, given how the story is progressing, we don't have to worry about borrowing the Holy Lyre then.
We gotta go steal it back from the Fatui.
That's right. Obviously, we're not including the stealing part in this version of the story. After all, the Fatui were the ones who ended up with it. Borrowing, stealing, leaving out that detail doesn't change the direction of the story.
Which is really clever when you think about it.
Anyway, the Knights are currently fighting to protect the Holy Lyre. Varka and Jean are already in the underground area. We should head over as well.
This is like getting to read the script before watching the movie.
Well, we're gonna be acting in the movie, Paimon. I would hope that you don't act in a movie without reading the script.
I wonder what would happen if, this time, we managed to catch the Fatui thief in the act.
That would complicate things. Worst case scenario, we might need to do another take. So if you could refrain from going off script, that would be great.
Oh, so we can't take a relaxed approach. We do have to follow the script. What are you, Elio?
Okay.
Someone's got an axe to grind.
The dialogue's frozen. Oh, there it goes. Alright, enter the basement. Man, when's the last time we went to the basement? Did we only go in the basement from this prologue story? I can't think of another instance where we go down here besides, like, the Archon quest. That one time in the prologue.
You're just in time. The situation is not looking good at the
Oh,
moment.
Barbara's here.
The Fatui brought much more force than expected.
Yeah, it's turned into quite a mess.
Kaya's over there. Was that a knight using a giant, like, horn? What is happening here? Oh, hi, Cyrus.
You're not bad, boy. Against the Fatui, though, you'll need to try harder than that.
Oh, are the Adventurers Guild pretending to be the Fatui? Oh, that's funny.
You ain't messing around, huh? Take this!
Oh no! If this keeps up, the Holy Lyre's gonna be... Oh, sorry.
So if the Adventurers
Someone
Guild
should
is
do
playing the
this.
Fatui,
Nicole, shouldn't these people be wearing Fatui costumes at least?
or are you going to do that in post?
Yeah, it's kinda hard to get in the zone when our opponents look like average guild members.
Let me see here. It looks like magical auto-load has been disabled. So the
Yeah, look at that guy swinging the giant horn. It's like the dragon tooth from Dark Souls. You know, what was it? Habble the Rock's weapon.
I'll get that fixed. Just ignore the problem for now and continue with the scene. Remember, this is a tense moment.
So costumes bug is disabled right now, and we have to just kind of deal with it.
Got it. In that case, I'll evacuate the members of the church right away.
Can I see this script I'm supposed to be saying?
All right, thank you. As you see, Traveler, the situation is dire. We need to retrieve the Holy Lyre and get it back to headquarters.
Looks like the Fatui are tied up fighting the knights. I doubt they have the manpower to spare to deal with us.
So why are those two in the middle just dancing?
Which means, if we rush in, we should be able to retrieve the lyre.
I'll see it done.
You all sure are getting into character. Okay then, let's go.
Careful what you say, Paimon. We're gonna have to edit that out later. Approach the Holy Lyre to Himmel. Oh good, we don't have the stealth mechanics engaged. We can just run through. Also, hey, Rosaria's here.
If the conflict really had escalated to this point back then. Ugh. Just imagine the cleanup work.
Yeah, good thing it didn't turn out like that. No use thinking about something that didn't happen, right?
How much do you guys know about what actually did happen, though?
When your free time is as precious as mine, it's hard not to think about it.
Alright. Let's go this way. This is just Knights and Adventurers Guild. Let's go see what Kaya's doing in the middle. Oh, it's Jack holding Kaya up at knife point. That's funny. Jack be nimble, Jack be quick.
Spar with the cavalry captain. I'm always up for a duel, as long as you treat me to a glass of wine after we're done.
Wait.
I never thought I'd get the chance to spar with the cavalry captain.
Is that Griffin?
I'm always up for a duel, as long as you.
Was
treat
Jack
me to a
always
glass
voiced
of
by
wine
Sunday's
after we're
VA?
done.
I can't remember the last time we spoke to Jack. Was it Venti's character story? Oh no, Cyrus has been defeated.
I couldn't keep up with you after all, Grandmaster. It's like you've gotten even stronger since I last saw you.
Expeditions have a way of doing that to people. Ever consider taking your adventurers out on a long trip?
Ah, I think I'll pass.
Anyway, guys, I'm gonna go and get some milk. I'll be back in 5 years. Expedition, Smash
No entry.
Expedition.
This place is under Fatui jurisdiction.
Gwendolyn. Have we met you before? I don't recognize you. Ladders. Is there anybody else we could talk to? Oh, Annalise.
Dare you stand in our way? You'll face our Harbinger's wrath soon enough!
Oh, they're retreating. Look at them go. Oh, they just ran around that pole and disappeared. Oh, hang on. Lisa and Albedo are over there.
What a coincidence. Or perhaps I should say, great minds think alike.
Yes, well, this looked like the most relaxed part of the performance.
Oh, they're not even acting. They're just finding a spot to hide in the corner and pretend that they're extras.
I'd prefer to get this over with and return to my work as soon as possible. I'm assuming you feel the same, Miss Lisa?
I'm assuming she just wants to be lazy.
Of course. After all, this place suffers from a dire lack of comfortable chairs and good tea.
That's a very fancy way of saying I'm lazy. I want to sit on my ass and drink tea. I should finish building my Lisa. Pester the Jonathan with him. Alright,
The Holy Lyre! There it is!
and this is the part where the Fatui steal it. Alright, who's going to be playing the Cicin Mage?
Well.
Of course. Who else in the Adventurers Guild could play the part of a Cicin Mage?
It seems our outer diversions were most effective. The knights know not that the true danger
What is she
lurks
wearing?
right beneath their nose.
It's no wonder you're known as the youngest, most capable Electro-Cicin mage in your unit. You can read our enemy like a book.
So I guess Oz is just also here. That actually makes sense. You know what's really funny is I think at one point the early model for the Cicin Mage just had Sucrose's model underneath at one point. But Fischl's kit is actually pretty similar to a Cicin Mage when you think about it. She summons a little Electro Sprite that zaps people. She just doesn't put a shield on herself. Oh god, she would be so broken if she could put a shield around herself. She could be an on-field DPS tank.
No! We're too late!
Put the liar down.
Was that in the script? Jane, were you supposed to say that?
You heard her. Put it down and put him up, or this is gonna get ugly. Wait, why are you the only one with a costume, Fischl?
Why? Because I fashioned this headpiece myself,
Of course.
How does it look? I am the spitting image of an Cicin mage, am I not?
No, you're not. But the mask looks good. I don't know about the headpiece.
And I suppose I look enough like an Cicin as I am.
You do.
Hold on. Trying to distract me with conniving conversation, are you? Ha! You underestimate me. To think
If I remember this scene correctly, I think the Cicin Mage just...
my victory.
Oh!
Go forth, Oz. Cicins, take care of these pests.
Has she always been able to do that? Or is this more of the mage magic?
The holy lyre der Himmel belongs to the Fatui. Whoa, that was fast. Mage-powered flight is something else.
Okay, so she is being buffed by the mage power.
The Fatus is getting away! After her, quick!
If I remember correctly, the Cicin Mage just pops in, pops out, and leaves, and that's the end of it. I wonder if I could replay that cutscene. We're in a domain right now, so I probably can't go do it. Was it an in-engine or a pre-rendered cutscene for the Cicin Mage stealing the lyre? I don't actually remember.
Here, take it away, and don't let them catch you.
Oh my god, is Amber going to be playing a Fatui agent? I thought she was with the Knights. Shouldn't she be playing one of the Knights?
That's nothing the gliding champion of the Fatui can't
Gliding
handle.
champion of the Fatui. Chase after the escaped Fatuus. We have this music. Wow, Amber actually has a model and we're actually following her. We never got to compete with her in a gliding competition.
Hey! That goes against gliding regulations!
What, doing this? Hiya! She's getting some distance.
Pretty tough, aren't ya? Well, let's see how you handle this.
Oh no.
Oh. Paimon thought the Adventurers Guild were the only ones role-playing as Fatui.
Just thought I'd lend him a hand. Fischl didn't have time to make me a cool hat, though.
Ow! Those hurt.
Amber's over there. Let's get ready to land.
Yeah, if I remember, was the Fatui base up here? I think it was at the top of the waterfall. So who else is playing as Fatui? I'm gonna run out of stamina.
Here they come! Positions, everyone!
Alright, are we going into the Fatui domain? No, wait, wasn't the Fatui domain like under the Goth Grand Hotel or something? I don't remember. It's been so long. Probably even longer for people that have been playing since launch.
So this is where the chase ends this time.
I started playing in 2023, I think.
Wait a minute. This isn't what their hideout looked like. It's at least a few times bigger.
Yes, I remember it being much more run down. This place has far more structural appeal.
The Lawrence clan lived here for a time, but this doesn't look like their handiwork. And I know for sure it's not the work of the Knights.
I guess this is just a discrepancy or a bug?
Must be a bit of creative license on the part of our dear mages then.
Alice said the original was too run down and didn't fit her aesthetic taste.
Of course.
So we repurposed some assets from the Golden Apple Archipelago. As you can imagine, Alice has always been a go big or go home kind of person.
I've never been to the Golden Apple Archipelago. And those summer events happened before I started playing. Which is kind of sad, because I think like the one with Fischl's like side story and whatnot was literally 2.8, which would have been the last one, I think, before I ever got to play. Since I started playing in 3.1.
Yeah, this is good.
And I started playing like the last 2 weeks of 3.1. 3.2 was like a live stream. It had already happened at the time when I started playing.
Still, our mission remains
If I remember right. My memory's
here
shot.
to get back the Holy Liar.
When did you get here?
Yeah, and this time we have a whole bunch of people to help us. Not just you, Luke. Should be a total piece of cake.
Now that you said that, Alice is going to throw a wing at us. We're going to have to fight Eula at the end of this.
A human never doubts what their eyes see or
Oh, hi,
rejects
Mona.
the ground beneath their feet. Both now warn you that this is the end of the road. Give up and turn back while you can.
Is that who Amber handed it off to? So is Mona also playing as a... Wait, is Mona in the Adventurers Guild? I don't remember. Mona does all sorts of weird odd jobs to pay rent. And spend lucrative amounts of money on her research materials. So I have no clue if she's a... I do not remember if she's an Adventurers Guild member or not.
That voice.
But then again, she does work with Fischl all the time, because they're supposedly friends. Again, didn't get to play through the summer event with Fischl and Mona. Was it Shinyon and... what's his name? Kazuha? Is that it?
Mona? Oh, you mean Barbarloth's student.
You know about her? But Mona came to Mondstadt after your expedition left.
But I mean, I assume Mona was still an apprentice of Barbarloth 5 years ago.
Well, I had regular contact with the Hexen Circle, so her name came up now and then. The whole thing about her messing up and being too afraid to go back? Yeah, I know that too.
She didn't mess up, actually. She just started reading Barbarloth's diary and is too embarrassed to go back.
What? But how? No one in the Hexen Circle should know about that.
For real? Sorry, but I'm pretty sure all the mages know.
All of them?
All of them? Even Rhindaughter?
I'm afraid so. Oh, except Rhindaughter.
Okay. Might as well say Scarlet knows.
Fine. That's just fine. It's not like the old hag's gonna come find me in Mondstadt to settle the score, right?
She might.
Anyway, how do we cross?
I'm not telling.
Aw, come on. Don't take it out on us.
I'm not. This is unrelated. Besides, I'm playing a Fatui whose job it is to issue riddles. You can't just ask me for the answer.
Oh, right. Almost forgot about that.
If you want the answer, think back to what I said at the beginning.
I don't remember. We got distracted with the whole Hexen Circle thing because of Varka. Also, how funny would it be if instead of Mona there, it just said Fatui? Contact Nicole. YOLO. Oh! There's something on the ceiling. Okay, if that's here. And then there should be one here. And then forward. Forward. Whoop. It's kind of hard to see where you're going when you're looking up and not where you're down. But hey, at least the platforms stay lit. Which means one to the left, forward, forward, this way, forward by 3 tiles.
Nice! We made it!
Oh good, it stayed lit. In case we need to backtrack for some reason. Mika? We are gonna have to fight Eula at the end of this, aren't we?
Looks like Mika's guarding this spot.
Oh, hey, it's been a while.
Has it?
Hello, Grandmaster. Hello, everyone. No, wait, my line. How did you get in here?
I would think you have bigger concerns right now. Tell us where to find the lyre.
It's locked in the back room, but good luck getting in there. 3 crests are needed to enter, and each one is guarded by a Fatus.
Wait, but in real life, we only needed 1 key.
Rule of threes, Paimon. Rule of threes.
Yes, but there are 3 locations to visit. If there was only 1 key to be found, there's a good chance the encounters set up at the other 2 locations would go to waste.
Which I think is actually how that played out in the original story, so this is kind of a way of retconning that in a way where it'd be better game design.
All our actors worked so hard to memorize their lines. It would be a shame if their part got skipped over.
You hear that? We're never putting a skip button in the story.
Fair point. They're playing through the story just like us, after all.
No skipping allowed.
To be honest, when I first read my lines, I was kind of confused at how I just give up the intel without a fight. But when I actually had to stand off against all of you, it made sense. I mean, Mr. Diluc practically had me in a cold sweat.
Really? I only had 1 line.
He's more talking about having to fight 5 people.
Aha! Yet in a game of cards, it's the ones that remain unturned that strike the greatest fear in your opponent. The same principle applies here.
I'm not sure if that's what you mean by that, but I'll roll with it.
That's right. And I've been told you have quite a few tricks up your sleeve, Mr. Diluc. Anyway, you can head in now. Everyone should be ready.
One moment. We can't quite end it like this. I believe you have 1 more line, Mika.
Nicole, stop butting in. You're making it harder on us. Is he gonna have a death curdling scream?
Do I have to say it?
Oh no, what are they gonna make him say?
It would benefit the scene.
All right.
We need to get you and Fremine to hang out.
I told you everything I know. Now leave me alone.
And off he
goes.
Me and Paimon sharing a brain cell there. Okay, so I'm guessing Eula's here. If Mika's here. And Amber's here. And Mona's here. Fischl can teleport, so I don't know, maybe Fischl's here too. Okay, let's go this way first.
Without the crests, I can't activate this device either. Like I said, I told you everything Man, I thought I lucked out with just a few lines, but it still wasn't easy to pull off. Anyway, if you want to get into that room, you'll need to track down the 3 Fatui with the crests.
Okay, so this is where we go once we have all the crests. Alright. I guess we'll go this way next. Oh, hi, Nicole. They put those Nicole bubbles everywhere.
The Fatus up ahead values wealth above all else. No bargaining chip is off the table. Luckily, I've prepared a negotiation multi-tool for this situation.
Oh no.
Don't forget to take it with you.
Is this like that one mission where we get to use money? Oh, it's Mona. That's funny.
Wait, Mona? Again?
What? The more roles you play, the more you get paid. That's what Alice said. I was hoping to do even more than this, but it is what it is. Anyway,
She gets to play the money grubbing role.
the crest is with me. All I need to know is how much you're willing to cough up to get it. Let's talk business, shall we?
I have a knuckle sandwich. How much will that get me? Man, when's the last time we used the barter mechanic in this game? Oh, I have to hold it.
That's all. You have to at least make it worth my while.
Oh, she's got the little mood meter on her, too. I need to do more of the hangout events. You know what? Let's be a dick.
That's all. You have to at least make it worth my...
The two of you may not seem very pleased with that happening so far. They negotiate with caution. Alright, we'll go more than half.
Good enough for me. Gotta know when to fold, right?
46,000 more.
Here's the crest. Huh. And with that, I'm off the clock.
Watch Barbaleth show up right behind you.
Oh, and by the way, word has it you accomplished something major in Nodcry. You reeled in the true moon from beyond the false firmament.
She uses astrology, guys. Of course she knows what happened to the sky.
Well, I spend most of my time staring into a scry glass, after all. If something changes in the sky, you think I wouldn't notice? Hydromancy uses the false stars to reflect true fate within the water. Now, I can't help but wonder what I would see if I cast a reflection of the true moon instead.
I don't use hydromancy, you do.
Of course, I need a whole new set of equipment to look into that, which means shelling out a whole lot of mora. So I've been taking on a lot of odd jobs.
I know. That's kind of what you do.
No wonder Alice gave you quite a few parts in this.
Generous compensation, minimal manual labor. It's been a good gig. Plus, the Hexen Circle never promises an amount they can't deliver. Even though her daughter is, in some part, responsible for my predicament. That was a long time ago, and I know Klee didn't mean it.
It's also not Klee's fault. She just didn't tell you that you already had the book.
Huh. I guess the moon's a big deal in hydromancy. Just spitballing here, but it kind of sounds like your progress would be much faster if you, I don't know, just contacted Barbaleth directly.
Oh, come on. Enough about that old hag. You're doing this on purpose, aren't you?
Why are you so afraid of her? What did she ever do to you? There's some horror stories that we have not been told.
Oh, come on. Enough about that old hag.
Alright, who's next? The Access Insignia 1. Is that the upgrade material? Bennett! I knew we were forgetting somebody from the Adventurers Guild.
Looks like we were followed. Guess Mondstadt's elite aren't to be underestimated, huh?
Stand aside. This one's
Oh
personal.
god, Cyrus.
But this time, I'm fully locked and loaded. Come on, kid. Let's finish what we started.
I'm gonna fight Cyrus. Oh. Played by Cyrus.
You can't run. Well,
oh, we have a full team here. Oh, that was a little too easy.
Okay. You win. Somehow this round wasn't quite as fun.
Were you healed up from your last round?
Probably because you had to act like a Fatui. At this point, I could take down those with my eyes closed.
True. Guess I didn't stand a chance, huh?
I mean, at least we know Cyrus canonically can fight.
Oh, so you were the one in the Fatui costume. Does that mean the auto-load bug is fixed now, Nicole?
It would seem so.
Neat.
Man, their armor is heavy and not breathable at all. You're telling me the Fatui and Sumeru and Natlan also wear this stuff? I can't even imagine.
I mean, I dress like every day is winter. I'm wearing sweatpants right now. And it's like 80 degrees in here.
Rumor has it, Fatui recruits undergo rigorous training. I feel like there's some truth to that after all.
Delusions might be involved somehow as well. The Harbingers seem to like the disciplined ones to me.
Well, even though we lost, Dad had fun for sure. Here's the crest I was guarding. You've earned it.
Oh, and Bennett told me about what happened in Natlan.
Ooh, we're
How you
referencing the
helped
summer
him
event.
navigate his past. It's hard to believe we finally have answers after all these years. So, on behalf of all the adventurers in Mondstadt, truly, I can't thank you enough.
Well, that's what friends are for, right?
It'd be really nice if they put Bennett in his actual summer outfit for this. Just as a little bit of a nice nod to that.
Speaking of, how have things been since you got back, Bennett?
Same old, same old. Bad luck included. But that part's nothing new, so I don't mind.
I wonder if he's being reconnected to the ley lines in, or if he gets like an ancient name at some point. Maybe that'll make his bad luck go away. There's room for character development with Bennett, still.
I do miss the Asha, though. I hope I get the chance to show them Mondstadt someday.
Well, that'd be cool. I don't know if they can leave that location. I hope they can.
Talk about bad luck. The minute you put on that Fatui costume, the gun stopped working. How weird is that?
Yeah, thanks for stepping in, Dad. Guess I'll have to hand it in to Miss Nicole for repairs later.
I'm surprised that we don't get to see Bennett interact with his dads more. It's also really cool that he has dads. He's been adopted by all the adventurers. Ah, there's this side path. I didn't notice this one.
The road ahead is almost completely blocked. Looks like this person isn't taking visitors.
It's probably Amber.
Yes, we'll just have to be careful. We need that crest.
Pew pew. Oh, it's Dvalin.
What? They handed over their crests? Looks like the decision has been made for me, then. Further resistance would be foolish.
Gotta say, Paimon didn't expect you to play this kind of role, Durin.
Well, actually, Aunt Alice was planning for me to play Dvalin if the dragon himself didn't agree to take part. That was the backup plan. Apparently, there's a spell like the one used to make Simulanka that could change me back into an evil dragon.
I guess that would be funny.
That does not sound like a good idea.
I have to agree. That sounds like a disaster waiting to happen.
We agreed to do this with Alice. Would you expect anything less?
I don't think I'd be very good at playing the evil dragon anyway. I'm not intimidating enough. Luckily, Dvalin agreed to take part after all, so my role was switched to Timid Fatui Guard B, and I got to wear a costume instead.
Timid Fatui Guard B. Your outfit already looks like a Fatus outfit.
Wow, that's a pretty huge change. Why B, though?
Oh, because Mika is Timid Fatui Guard A.
Oh, because Mika is Guard A.
I'm good. I'm right on point.
As expected, Alice has got it all planned out.
I would not be surprised if Nicole planned this out.
Let's head back and look for Mika.
I'm just glad I didn't have to play the evil dragon in the end.
God, that would have been a little bit on the nose now that I think about it.
Mika! We have the crests!
All right. This elevator's a bit complicated to operate, so Miss Nicole asked me to help activate it. Just one moment.
Looks like it works to me.
Thanks.
No problem. Best of luck up there.
So we gotta go fight Amber and Fischl, I guess?
I don't remember Fatui being this nice. Where's the fun in that?
I've met plenty of Fatui that were real nice. And a lot of them are dead.
Of course you want to make things difficult. Come on, let's get out of here.
No one can escape from debt.
Security's tight around here.
I hope this is safe.
Is it? Those look like trapped floor tiles. I'm not stepping on them. Oh, is this the puzzle room from Bennett's story quest? Or, sorry, hangout event?
The Holy Liar! Here it is! Wait, but Paimon remembers something about a...
Cage.
Hot-blooded, careless, and reckless heroes! Despair, for you have stepped into my trap!
There's little scarves on the little Oz statues.
Wait, what? All it did was lock the liar up!
You're surprised by your own trap?
Well, I wasn't the one who designed it. All Alice said was that activating it would turn the tables.
I see.
That checks out.
They laugh as if they already know what is to transpire. I do not have a good feeling about this. Allow me to clarify before we proceed. How was it that the liar was retrieved back then?
We killed the Fatus.
From what I've heard, the Fatui agent guarding this place was given a thorough beating, and then the lock opened.
So then, I'm the one who walked into the trap?
Well, Alice's trap, I guess.
Do not despair, mein Fräulein. Miss Alice provided us with backup, did she not? We are not entirely outmatched.
'Tis true, though thine prinzessin stands on the cusp of defeat. Courage has not yet failed her. Let this be our last stand.
Cicin Mage, played by official.
My loyal servants, smite all who stand against us.
Defeat the Electro Cicin Mage.
Look, the ravens get confused if they don't hit anyone. Now's their chance.
To hit the ravens?
Group 2, reinforce. Go as one. Group 3, Group 4. Oh, forget it. All of you, attack at once.
There's a lot of these. Ow. We got hit. How many of these does she have?
Well, well. It seems I must send forth my most capable servant
Electro
of all.
Cicin, played by Oswaldo
He shall
Ratnan.
dispose of you in
Ow.
one fell swoop.
As you wish, mein Fräulein.
I swear by my sword. Time for takeoff.
Just keep hitting them. Ow. They hurt. He has so much health, and I have like all units that don't do damage. I could just cheat with Varka, but that doesn't feel fun. Look, he's just doing 27k.
Is dire, mein Fräulein. It seems this is the end of the road.
Here.
Where did he go?
That's gonna leave a scar.
Is this gene even built? Because I don't feel like we're healing up the team.
Alright. I give up. Just don't hit.
Just don't hit me.
Alright. I know when I'm beat. You win.
You were brilliant, Miss Fischl. The recording was fantastic. I'm certain future participants will have a great time.
Yeah! This role was perfect for you!
Huh. Your praise is a compliment to your own good sense. Yet know that this is but the least of your princess's abundant talents.
She's gonna be playing Signora later in this little event, isn't she?
Huh. It doesn't look like the lock is opened, though.
Alright. Hold still, official. This will only hurt a lot.
True. This isn't what we were told would happen.
I doubt the mages want us to just break it open. It's not their style.
Perhaps we haven't met a certain condition then?
Before, all we had to do was beat up the Fatui agent. Official admitted defeat.
Oh, wait. Does that mean the beating up part has to happen for this to proceed? You dare place your princessin in such a scene? 'Tis an affront of the highest order.
I'm afraid it may be the only way to end this, mein Fräulein. But not to worry. It's all pretend, after all.
Alright, get the spotlight ready and an elaborate death scene monologue.
Very well. I shall allow this trespass, if only to bring this to an end. Just be gentle.
You're up, Paimon.
Huh? Oh, right. Paimon's the weakest one here. Here goes nothing.
Poke. Come on, Paimon, you can hit harder than that. Watch that actually have not been required, and it just was on a delay.
Miss Alice does love to tease, doesn't she?
She does.
Congratulations on obtaining the Holy Lyre der Himmel. That's a wrap for now.
It's a lot of work to get a lyre that we also know doesn't calm Dvalin. Oh, we're all back to the real world. That's the end of the bubble, I guess. Good Hunter staff set up a banquet for the cathedral, inviting all involved to celebrate.
Wow! This is quite the gathering. And do you smell that? Is that the secret menu Barker was talking about?
He didn't forget, Paimon. He didn't forget. It's like we gotta try it out after all.
Oh, Paimon's stomach has been rumbling this whole time, so she's gonna dig in. Don't forget to grab some food before it's all gone, okay?
Will do.
Oh, hello. Did you need something?
Nope, just noticed that you seem a lot more relaxed.
You know, we often threw banquets like this when I was little.
Aren't your mom and dad like in dormant port right now? I only recently reread the manga and forgot that we meet your dad in the manga.
But then, as more and more of our ranks left on expeditions and I was left in charge, the number of celebrations decreased. I'm not the most natural entertainer after all.
You're fine.
Now, seeing a gathering like this after all this time, I can't help but feel a bit regretful for not keeping up the tradition.
Everyone leads in their own way. There's no right and wrong.
Well said, traveler.
Oh, hi, Barbara. Barbara's here.
Barbara?
You told me you wanted the expedition members to feel at home. But in my eyes, the feeling of home isn't something you can force. Home is... what happens when we're all together like this?
The traveler is starting to recognize Tivat as their home.
Oh, you're right.
We live in a teapot.
And you know what? I've been coming to the same conclusion. The location isn't the most important factor. No matter how far we get from Mondstadt, home is wherever we're together.
The return of the expedition force is a good thing. You deserve to enjoy it too.
I appreciate the kind words, you two. I will do just that. Make sure to do the same, traveler. It's not often you get to make it back here. There's a lot of people waiting to catch up.
I imagine.
Now that we're outside the bubble and no longer in character, there should be plenty of time.
I will.
Hey! Honorary knight!
What now?
Look up!
Is he on the statue in Venti's hands?
Pretty stellar view from up here, and the breeze is nice too. Care to join me?
Sure, why not?
Oh, of all the places to sit, it just had to be there. Well, to each their own, I suppose. Just be careful on the way up, traveler.
We're legally allowed to climb this thing? Talk to Varka. Noelle!
Wanna eat at our table? A whole bunch of friends are there.
Wow, it connected to Barbara from all the way over here?
All right. Let the relaxing begin.
Noelle and Amber.
Well, I've been looking everywhere for you. Come on, join us. Just give me 1 second. I need to bring a few crates of drinks over first. But I'll be done soon, I promise.
Miss, I carry crates like they weigh nothing.
In that case, I'll help you out.
Tries to lift crate, falls over, it's too heavy.
Even though I didn't have a lot of lines, I still had fun. It kind of felt like being back in the Simulanka. Acting out a light-hearted script alongside a bunch of friends. It was nice to have a laid-back experience for once.
Quite a change of pace from our experience in Notcry, huh?
Yeah, this was far less complicated.
And with less people dying.
You can say that again.
Cyrus! And Jack. No, we can't talk to them.
As the battle hung in the balance, I spoke an incantation from the Emanachreich, broke through their ranks with ease, and thus the holy lyre was mine. 'Twas light work for one such as I.
Cyrus told me all about it. You were amazing.
She was legitimately intimidating.
Having seen it for myself, I must admit, you were quite something, my lady. Why, I bet even Barbados himself would have been hard-pressed to catch up with you.
That was Hexencircle magic, not some incantation, but... whatever. Guess I'll let her have her moment.
Cool, we can read Mona's thoughts. Who's got the scry glass now?
Don't worry, Paimon will save you a serving of every delicious dish.
Thank you, Paimon.
Even though I didn't have acting out a light...
Quite a change of pick.
Yeah.
Okay, those three. Oh, I don't know why Paimon is at their table if they were not part of the conversation. Alright, time for the long climb.
Accelerating.
I can't remember the last time I climbed up this thing. On the braid. Oh god, there's a gap!
Have a seat. I come bearing drinks. Booze free, of course. You're welcome.
This is quite the spot.
Ah, well, that's what being home is all about, right? Letting go, feeling at ease. Figure we both deserve that after all this time. You think so? Glad to hear it. There's no place like home. That's what people say, right? The expedition took me far and wide, and still, little alcohol in my system, it would all come back. The cathedral, the statue, the windmills in the city, the pigeons and dandelions in front of the gate. The further away you get, the more you miss it. I might be biased, but it means a lot that you care about this place.
This is where things began for me and Teyvat. Still, she's more important to me than a specific place. Oh, right, there was another option.
I get that. The people are what make Mondstadt what it is, too. All the carefree kids running around, livening up the place.
I wonder when we're going to run into our sibling next.
Which reminds me.
Probably it's Nesnaya.
I never thanked you for helping Mondstadt out back then. It takes a special person to do what you did. Most people are helpless in the face of abyssal corruption. Considering their target was Dvalin, things could have been bad.
I don't have to throw that much credit. I didn't even know I could do that until the moment.
I suppose Barbados could have handled it, even though he hadn't been awake for long. But still, I doubt the ending would have turned out quite so perfect.
True.
Dvalin is family to him, you know? Having to choose between the dragon's life and Mondstadt's safety, that would have been cruel.
Very cruel.
Not to mention, the Wild Hunt would have reached our borders sooner or later. We'd have been stretched thin without your help. Maybe you've never put two and two together, but what you did in that land also helped reduce the threat of the Wild Hunt.
Really? I guess fighting the Abyss makes sense.
If Natlan's crisis hadn't been resolved, the two abyssal powers might have joined forces at some point, making our situation even more dire.
I guess you're right.
Ha! Look at us, taking down the Abyss in two separate nations. Doing the Knights of Favonius proud, aren't we?
Feel like Paimon might have a few things to say about that. My title is just honorary, remember? Not quite sure the Knights can take credit for Natlan.
I guess not. In any case, for a knight, honor is something you get to define for yourself, no matter what the outside world thinks.
Tell that to Roland.
And that's the question, isn't it? Why do we do what we do? But I think it's safe to say you already know the answer.
I do.
Ah, so this is where you've been hiding.
Were they hiding?
No, I don't think this was designed for sitting.
Was it? I don't know. I'm not a structural engineer. I don't know what this statue's made out of. Could be made out of some superstone alloy.
Ha! When did you become such a stickler? Come have a drink with us. There's plenty.
I feel like we've seen Venti sit up here many a times.
Don't mind if I do. Grape juice? Again?
You know, Charles would never let me hear the end of it if I started drinking without him.
Disappointing, but understandable.
So he only drinks with Charles.
Oh, I almost forgot. Since this banquet is also for the actors, I invited Dvalin.
Okay. Are we ever gonna get like a human form Dvalin?
Might hike up the bill a bit, but who cares? Haven't seen him in too long.
Yeah, well, he turned me down. He never did like being the center of attention. The city is a little too small for him to spread his wings. Even if no one is afraid of him, he could still take out a windmill or two. Guess it's better not to risk it.
Probably not a good idea to have the windmills in the center of town then.
Huh. Maybe it's time to draft a proposal to build him a landing pad.
Wouldn't that attract even more attention?
The traveler's right. If this is what makes him comfortable, might as well let him be. In the meantime, I propose a toast to our honorary knight.
To grape juice.
To our honorary knight.
Everyone's least favorite hero in My Hero Academia. Is that the end?
I often think about
Well,
our
guess
parting
not.
at Windrise, you know. And now, almost in the blink of an eye, the final stop on your journey is just around the corner. Snezhnaya.
That was not a blink of an eye. That was like 6 years.
The Tsaritsa's plans have continued to advance. Now, only the Pyronosis remains free from her grasp.
I think that was so funny that people finished Natlan's story and said, well, she needs 2 more Gnosis. It's like, she probably already has the Cryonosis. She needs just the Pyro one. And we never found out which Fatui agent was going to get dispatched to get it after Capitano. Popular theory for me is I think Child's going to end up going to grab it. Regrader could also end up going to grab it since he also has officers in Natlan as well. But I don't know if they actually want Regrader to, like, ever leave the capital of Snezhnaya anymore with the current way the political structure there works. People theorized Columbina, but this is back before Nodcry was announced. So, if we talk about how many Fatui are left in the Harbingers, it's just Arlecchino, who I guess could go grab it. I don't see why not. Child, Mr. Worldwide, and I don't think Pantalone, Rooster, or I guess Dottore might be still alive? I don't know. But I think a really popular fan theory that I also support is very highly likely is, like, maybe we get to be the one to deliver the Gnosis to the Tsaritsa.
But if even the captain couldn't take Malwika's Gnosis by force, I guess we don't need to be concerned about its safety for now. So that's good news, at least.
How many of the Gnosis were actually seized by force? Can you name a single one? Just Ventis. Zhongli handed it over. Yai Miko traded it. Nihida traded it. Skirk recommended that Nuvalet just get rid of it. They already have the cryo one. And they just need the pyro one, I guess. Yeah, like, was it just Ventis that was taken by force? They were pretty much handed the other ones. He did technically try to grab the pyro one by force, but he didn't get it in the end.
You wouldn't be taking a dig at someone else's ability to hold on to their Gnosis, now would you, Grandmaster?
Haha, of course not. I'm not one to rub salt in old wounds.
Her Harbingers do often tend to take a rather extreme approach. Just look at Child or Signora.
I don't know, the Signora managed to get one Gnosis pretty peacefully. I think she only took yours from force because she doesn't like you.
But we would be mistaken to ignore the fact that Signora did not win the Geonosis using force.
I just said that.
Right. You told me about the contract Morax signed with her before his death. You're saying she didn't need to resort to violence in Mondstadt either?
That's right. If she was able to provide a reason convincing enough to persuade Morax, she could have persuaded me no problem. I suppose she just didn't think there was a reason to negotiate. I had just woken up, so I must not have seemed like much of a threat. Honestly, the Gnosis was of no use to me.
Or she just doesn't like you.
I don't care who it belonged to or what means were used to take it. I just knew if I fought her in that moment, the cathedral, perhaps even the entire city, might have become collateral damage.
Yeah, hype yourself up. I'll believe it when I see it. Feats or it didn't happen.
True. I wouldn't put it past Signora to take civilians as hostages either.
So that's the full story?
In the end, though, it was those same methods that led to her end. After all, her third target, the Raiden Shogun, wasn't a big negotiator back then.
Oh, she was negotiating plenty, actually. And also, Raiden Shogun didn't have the Gnosis. Yain Miko did, who handed it over in exchange for saving us.
Perhaps Signora's success in Mondstadt and Liyue convinced her that she was a match for the Archon of any nation.
I had to stop her.
You did the right thing. It pained me to see Inazuma as it was back then. I'm glad things have changed since.
Technically, Inazuma, I think, is still mostly Raiden's fault. I don't really know how much Signora gets to blame for that. Why are we even talking about her?
Of course, now the elite force of Harbingers has quite a few missing from its ranks. So I suspect the Tsaritsa no longer has the means to meddle in other nations like she used to. Who knows? Perhaps a chance to formally meet her in Snezhnaya might come sooner than we think.
Some of our knights remain stationed in Nodcry. If you need help, just say the word, and we'll be there.
Thank you both. I'm getting closer to the truth. I can feel it.
The look in your eyes. It's changed a lot since you first set off from Mondstadt. But my advice remains unchanged. Never forget that the journey itself has meaning, traveler. The birds of Tevat, the songs in the cities, the Tsaritsa, her Fatui and the monsters, they are all part of that journey. Perhaps earth-shaking truths and indescribable trials await you at the end. Just remember, there is more to life than that.
I will, thank you.
Alright, that's more than enough acting like a real Archon for one night.
You still haven't in my eyes.
And still, not a sip of drink for dear old Venti at a time like this? You're no fun, Varka.
Was there no alcohol down there at the party? We're still going.
Dun dun dun!
Clee!
Dun dun dun!
Right, Alice and Clee are playing together. Oh no. Alice and Clee are playing together. They're fish blasting. Oh, the drip feed for Elation Trailblazer just dropped. As well as the official announcement for the next Nova Flare. Firefly, Huohuo, Sela, and Welt.
Da, da, da.
They're all dead.
This is so fun, Mom!
I think so too. Come on, let's blow them all up.
Mom, when can I play with the magic toy you made me?
Oh no. I have a bad feeling about this.
Very soon, darling. In fact, it should be ready tomorrow. I just know you're going to love it.
Yay! Can we play together?
Why, of course. We'll have ourselves a splendid time.
Is this the end of the chapter? Okay, I prefer a reunion without tears. Alright, Variations of the Song Dragon Freedom is next. And it takes place tomorrow. You're kidding me. I've never gotten the achievement for sitting here. Okay. Well, I said I would then do some more events, so let's do that next. Let's do the second Echoes of Memory. Yep, still up there. Enter the bubble world. I wonder what's going to be wrong this time. Find all the discrepancies. Tibby's birds are kind of big. Now this is not something to mess with. Wait. That's not Catherine. But I bet everybody would be more happy to see Lee in there than Catherine. But I like Catherine. God, I miss Sandrone. Where's Catherine? Wagner's missing, but I guess that's not a discrepancy. There's no NPCs. No one actually keeps animals here, do they? Well, hi, Amber.
Huh? Weird. Did Mondstatters always raise boars around here? Found it! Barbara, over here! Coming! Oh, how did this happen?
What's the matter?
Barbara and I were just grabbing some food at Good Hunter. But then, how do I even put this? The sweet madame and sticky honey roast we ordered came to life.
That does sound like a bug.
Sorry, what?
So this boar was the sticky honey roast?
That's right. I managed to catch the sweet madame earlier. Come on, let's wrangle this thing so we can head back and eat. Wait, what? Uh-oh.
What happened?
What is it? More pigeons and forest boars! The rest of our lunch is making a break for it!
The rest of our lunch is making a break for it. What on earth? Oh, hey there, little fella. It's Natlan's little Saurian, and you're here to play. I guess we could check the cat's tail. Watch it be full of dogs. Oh, hi, Diona.
So that's where it was. Diona? What are you doing here?
And with an ichnosaur, too.
It's my first time seeing these little guys. They're from Natlan, right? Oh, they're so cute.
Oh, it's because it's a baby.
Alice put a version of the cat's tail here and asked me to run it. It has the setup I'm used to and everything. Now, all I need to do is make some drinks. And you know what? This is the perfect chance to change all the ingredients to super weird stuff. I'll get people to lose interest for sure.
Too bad your blessing's gonna ruin that plan.
Looks like your campaign is going strong, huh? Even out here. Of course, the only thing missing is the cats, actually. They seem to prefer the real cat's tail. But that's not a huge surprise. Cats are sensitive about where they live. Even if the place looks exactly the same, they'll know something's off. So, Alice said she would find different staff instead. And then these little saurians appeared.
So it's the Saurian's tail now?
Aww. Then it gave me a few pointers on how to get along with them. Turns out, there's not a huge difference between them and a cat or a dog.
That sounds really weird coming from you, let alone Bennett.
Hey! Then you should call this place the Saurian's Tail instead.
Me and Paimon sharing a brain cell. Can we talk to Lieben? We can.
Hey there, friend.
Oh, you're voiced. Hey, what are you doing here?
Well, we couldn't just drag Catherine in here, could we? What would the Real Adventurers Guild do without her?
That is pretty fair.
Not that she ever shows it on the outside, but she's one busy bee, that's for sure. I mean, just think about how much time it must take to travel between all the different nations.
Yeah. We know the secret to that, and I'm surprised Lieben doesn't.
Anyway, I heard this whole world was constructed for magic. Incredible stuff. Even the books on this shelf are real. Not a single prop to be found. Huh. I really gotta take a better look around once this gig's done.
So the same arrangement as always?
Not today, I'm afraid. The funds I need haven't transferred in yet. Once I've earned enough more from this trip, I'll open up shop at the usual spot.
The person who does this job is the one who gives my daily primo gems, you know? Are we acknowledging those are real?
True, but it doesn't seem like the people who created this place set up anything like that. Hey, why don't I go ask for some, and then we all can have a few? Huh. But could we even take them back into the real world? That's the question.
That is a really good question.
Huh. I think I've seen saurian-shaped cookies somewhere before, too. Maybe I should bake some to sell around here.
I love that there's extra voice dialogue in here.
I'll ask for some primogems later, and then we can all have some.
You the man, Lieben. So we can cook in here. I can't swing my sword, so the boar gets to live. Alright, let's go up to where Glory usually is. Nothing here.
Look local to Mondstadt.
Yeah, they look like they're from Inazuma. Oh! Hi, Emily. Are you taking the place of Flora?
Wait,
We talked to her the day before this, Paimon.
Hello, you two. Looking to buy some flowers?
You're in charge of this shop?
Yes, I came to Mondstadt to collect a few samples for new scent ideas, but I wasn't finding anything. Then, this lady who called herself a mage told me she had a bunch of rare plants she was sure I'd never seen before.
Is that why those ones look like they're from Simolanka?
All I have to do is manage this flower shop, and I get to research these plants all I want.
Nice! That should help you come up with something new for sure.
If there's one trait they have in common,
They look like they're made out of paper.
I think it would be the feeling of summer. Refreshing and clear, cutting through the full-bodied and dreamlike floral notes. I certainly have a lot to research, so I think I'll be here for a while. Did you need anything?
We're looking for things in here that are different from the real Mondstadt. Do you mind if we take a few pictures of these plants? Hey, since you like them so much, why don't we ask Nicole if you could preserve them in some way?
Good idea.
Really? That would be amazing. This is my payment after all. I never knew origami flowers could give off a fragrance.
That is...
Fascinating.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that is fascinating. Okay, one more discrepancy. Somewhere, somehow. We actually never saw if there was anybody we could talk to by the bird on the bridge. Is there a fake Timmy over there now? So I'm gonna play the role of Timmy. Tent close to the teleport waypoint. I didn't think they would let me go this far.
How about we explore the area ahead of us later?
Hey! It's Paimon's line. I guess it must be the waypoint by where the Fatuists hang out. Oh yeah, there's a tent up there. How did I miss that? Wait, don't tell me they're living here now.
Huh? Isn't this a Fatui tent? That shouldn't be here. Wait, but there are always those two Fatui around here chatting about stuff.
You've noticed them too? I've been watching them for a long time. Not that I've overheard anything useful.
They only talk about recent events.
Guess it's just my luck.
Well, actually, they seem to get information a bit slower than the Knights of Favonius. So they usually end up discussing stuff that hasn't been secret in a long time.
Have you guys ever wondered why they don't just go home? Their mission's gotta be over at this point, right?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Maybe their names got skipped over on the mission roster, so they never got new orders. That's happened to me before.
Or maybe they're just working under Senora, who is dead. And they never got reassigned to another Harbinger.
I suppose, but your experiences tend to be quite unique. It's possible the Fatui stationed them here long-term to keep an eye on things. Or
that's probably correct.
Maybe they volunteered for this position because they don't want to go back.
Either way, we should have Nicole take this tent down. It's making Paimon think we're gonna have to fight someone.
True, and it's not like there's a treasure chest here either.
I guess you're right. We don't want people getting their hopes up.
Alright, we're done. All discrepancies have been found. You may now leave at any time. I want to do the hangouts. Alright, let's start doing some of these. We did 1, 2, number 3, Claymore and Musket. Who could that be? Musket makes me think of Chevrus, but who could the Claymore be? Eula, maybe? Right on the money.
So you're looking after the drink stand now. If I'd known sooner, I would have stopped by this morning.
Thanks for your support. Anytime you need a drink, I'm here to serve.
I've got to say, I'm getting curious. I've heard a lot about your mixology skills. I wonder what kinds of drinks you can mix with the ingredients Glenfiddich has prepared.
You seem busy. You been working extra hard lately?
I don't have much of a choice. It's just one thing after another right now. First off, the Knights of Favonius annual combat assessment is coming up. And this year, the standards are higher than ever. As the captain of the reconnaissance company, I have to lead by example. At the very least, I need to rank as one of the top 3 captains in the practical portion. So, I've been intensifying my training lately.
So is like the competition for 4th really high? How high do you have to perform to be like in the top 3 in captains? Because I think the only captain that we know is Kaya, right? It's the first time seeing this side of you as a captain.
Being a descendant of sinners means I have to work hard to maintain my position. I'll have you know I've never once neglected my duties.
I never insinuated that.
Anyway, on top of all that, my duel with Miss Clorand required a lot of focus and energy.
Right! We saw you two in the bubble that one time.
Learning how to turn defense into attack and seize the initiative when facing a combined assault from sword and musket. Even now, I'm still chewing through the details. But in the end, the exchange went well, and both parties learned a great deal. Never mind writing reports from 6 different perspectives, I feel like there's enough worth mentioning to write 24 of the things.
Sounds like you could do it with a very stiff drink.
Oh, I sure could. Anything that'll perk me up would be welcome. I'll leave the details to you.
Given Eula's current condition, it might be a good idea to mix her a twinkling starlight. Fruit wine, fizzy water, wolf hooks. Okay. Fizzy water. Cut into small bits. Shake hard. I feel like the only difference between shake hard and shake lightly is that the camera gets involved. And starts shaking the camera too. Aromatic goblet. And what's the garnish? Star salt. So this is basically a margarita. Special cocktail inspired by the stunning vistas over Cider Lake beneath the starry sky. Both its color and flavor hint of refreshing nature, but with those lighter tolerants, should be careful of its lingering kick. I know, we're gonna have to deal with drunk Eula again.
1 twinkling starlight for Captain Eula. Hope you like it.
Shiny.
Judging by your confident tone, I'm certain I will. Well then, I'll make sure to savor this thoroughly. Huh, not bad. Sweet and tingly, with a delightful airiness. The fizzy water really brings it to life. I suddenly feel full of vim and vigor, but just 1 glass doesn't quite scratch the itch. How about something with a bit more bite?
Not strong enough for you? Look for something with more of a kick.
Don't hold back. You don't need to worry about putting me on the floor with nothing but a couple of drinks.
Are you sure about that? Let's chat for a while I decide. Just making it stronger won't cut it. Need to rewrite the recipe from scratch.
Works for me. The first company hasn't assigned me any paperwork for tonight, so I'm free to catch up and try your new creations at my leisure.
Drink on table? How long has that been there? Just wondering, that bottle you're carrying, is that imported fruit juice?
That's right. The merchant I got it from called it Romaritime flower fruit extract. It has a very unique smell. Here, have a bottle.
Why carry it around?
Oh, it's a necessary courtesy.
Put it in your house.
In that book Miss Magistus lent me, The Blade Dancer, 20 years on, it says, after a duel, a Fontanian swordsman will politely invite their defeated opponents to a banquet. To properly play host to Miss Clorand, I searched for quite some time to locate a rare goods merchant in Dorman Port who sold this juice.
Sounds like something out of a story.
I had my doubts at first, too. But Amber said something that makes a lot of sense. She said that even if this custom doesn't really exist, following it still shows I've made an effort to understand Fontaine's cultural heritage.
True enough, I guess, if the book's popular enough.
Besides, who doesn't like trying new things, right? When I gave it to her at our post-training banquet, Miss Clorand really did enjoy this juice.
Unusual juice. A memorable experience. Eula had some special Romaritime flower extract with her, and she gave me a bottle to keep. She really likes fresh fruity flavor, could probably find a way to incorporate it into her drink. Add Romaritime flower juice. This latest experience seems to have something worth remembering for Eula. I should find a way to reflect on it in her drink. I can probably tease out some threads of inspiration from our discussions and try to piece them all together. There we go. Understanding the thoughts on their duel. Every region has its own signature flavors, and the sword techniques of Mondstadt and Fontaine have their own distinct character too. I need to find out what Eula thinks. Maybe I should chat with her some more. Sparring mindset. How do you feel after your contest?
Oh my. To be honest, before we crossed swords, I was feeling eager, but also a little nervous. Miss Clorand's combat style comes from the mysterious Marechaussee hunters. In the library, there are some old Fontanian newspapers from hundreds of years ago that give some idea of how formidable an organization it was.
Yeah, they're basically the Bloodborne people.
A more recent newspaper claimed that Miss Clorand was an orphan from an underwater kingdom, and that before battle she would perform rituals inviting spirits to possess her sword.
She plays D&D, so I don't know how much of that is true and how much of that is fiction.
Certainly, from my own experiences, Miss Clorand's abilities more than match those descriptions.
Such a historic showdown deserves an extra special cocktail. Should we commemorate it with a sword-themed drink?
Incorporating elements of swordsmanship into a drink? Huh. Certainly a creative idea, I'll give you that.
I put iron in it.
A commemorative cocktail at a time like this sounds nice, but how do you plan to express something like swordsmanship with a drink?
I already made a joke about it. So I said we'll put iron in it. But, I don't know, maybe blood? Is that safe to put in a drink? From what I've seen, Fontanian fighters are armed with rapiers and excel at thrusting attacks. They put a high price on precision and sustained pressure.
That definitely matches the description I read in that book.
If I were to compare them to a drink, I would say they're like coffee. What is that? What? Buell fruit ice wine or Mondstadt fruit wine. They may not overwhelm your senses, but they refuse to fade away. In fact, the first drink you tried had fruit wine base.
That's right. You really know your stuff. I doubt there's anyone else in all of Tevat who could come up with such a perfect metaphor.
Was that a perfect metaphor? I'm confused. Your swordsmanship is different, although you lead like a dancer with a claymore, guiding your blade through a big sweeping arc. You only need one hit to unleash an avalanche of destruction. In other words, your style emphasizes forceful impact at the moment of contact.
There's no need to make it sound so fancy. It's Just an aristocratic variant of Favonius bladework, with a bit of personal flair.
So you're more like a strong spirit that hits senses hard and then leaves a clean, icy aftertaste without lingering flavors?
Firewater.
Got it. We're putting vodka in it.
In recent years, Firewater's gained popularity the world over, following in the wake of prosperous Snezhnayan merchants. These days, almost every tavern has a signature drink that uses it as a base.
And we found the perfect solution altogether.
You really are good. Why don't we try replacing the fruit wine with Firewater?
Well, so much for using fruity base flavors.
As for the alcohol content, that's not a problem. Plenty of the expedition team may have drunk themselves senseless with Firewater. But me, I'm full of confidence.
I think we first learned about Firewater in my playthrough, helping out some Fatui agents in the chasm. Every nation's fighting. Distant snow mountain. It's been a while since we last saw each other. Have you been stationed near Dragonspine this whole time?
Yes, I have. For a while, the situation there was...
I don't think we saw her since paralogism.
A gang of outlaw engineers was messing about with some sort of mechanism control technology, attempting to manipulate ruin graders so they could rob merchant caravans.
That seems crazy.
To make matters worse,
A
several
roving
veteran
gang
knights
of
who had been
outlaw
stationed at Dorman
engineers.
Port were transferred to my squad, and they weren't happy to be taking orders from that Lawrence girl.
Last time I heard about a roving gang of engineers, it was Alan Pan stealing soda from Disneyland.
Leading them on this mission was quite eventful. It took 3 weeks of stealth operations in the snow, with no fires to keep us warm, before we finally located the enemy's stronghold. Those veteran knights faced the bitter cold and were almost taken down by the enemy's smuggled battle mechs. Fortunately, the battle went our way, and they had no choice but to acknowledge my abilities.
I'm sorry you had to deal with that. Did you catch a cold?
Me? I'm completely fine. But thank you for your concern.
Wasn't there like a meme, like from her like cheeser or something, that she made a cute sneeze and everybody fucking broke out their wallets?
It was mentally tiring for sure. But fortunately, the operation wore them down far more than it did me. They won't be questioning my authority again anytime soon. If any new recruits try to make my life difficult, I'll just have my veterans give them a few friendly pointers. I guess you could call them a permanent solution, huh?
That's one way of looking at it. Eating on duty. What do you usually eat when you're busy?
If you want to know what I've been eating recently, I'd better start by mentioning the logistics company's latest revolution.
Jerky?
They launched a diet improvement initiative and started distributing a form of standardized canned food to knights operating in the wilderness.
Canned food? We have canned food in this universe? I've only ever seen bottled food.
In the past, we only had dry rations. Every mealtime we had to set up pots and campfires, roll dice to choose a cook, and take turns standing guard.
Back in
all
my
honesty,
day,
it was a bit
we
of a
ate
hassle.
nothing but hardtack with weevils in it.
Now we just need to bring our standard field rations, comprising of 5 cans and 9 paper packages. We can heat the cans by the campfire, and then we're ready to eat.
Sounds pretty convenient. Sounds like there isn't a downside.
You did say sounds like, right? Our canned food supplier has quite the stellar reputation, and their regular meals are indeed quite good. The problem is, in order to meet preservation standards, they have to make their military-grade meals way too salty.
That's how you get them to preserve longer.
The vice captain of the 5th Company, who has a somewhat dry sense of humor, went so far as to say, "This food's bad enough to bring down the wrath of Liyue's stove god." In any case, after eating it for a week, my taste buds have gone completely numb.
Is it really that bad? Someone should be held to account.
You can hardly blame the logistics company. After all, it is hard to please everyone. Our feedback has already been submitted, and they should be working on fixing the issue.
I hope so.
Of course, having fresh meals prepared in camp by a dedicated company chef is still the best option.
Alright. Restoration required. Without demanding the duties dragons might have been, Eula probably hasn't had time to fully recover. To help Eula replenish strength, she can replace the cool-tasting wolf hooks with some warm cocoa. Every nation's fighting style is different. We talked about the difference between Eula and Cloran's blade work. I think I can represent this in the mouthfeel of Eula's drink. The obvious conclusion was to swap the fruit rind for fire water. To match the big sweeping arcs of her sword fighting, a small cup won't cut it. We need something a little heftier. Alright, so we need a bigger glass. Don't use the small glass. Eating too many cans of salted food. No salt. Eula brought up canned rations she's been recently. Apparently they're having so salty that her taste buds are going numb. With that in mind, I should probably remove the star salt from the mix. If Eula sees a coating of salt on the rim of her glass, it might make her feel faint. Alright, we got everything. Start mixing. Alright, I think I got all I need. I know exactly how to prepare your next cocktail.
Brilliant. I'm looking forward to seeing how you do.
Alright. Firewater, Romaritime flower juice, and cocoa. Got a new ingredient. Do we care about how this is diced? Any size. Let's just do small pieces again. Get all the flavors mixed in. Shake hard. Firmly grasp it in your hand. I said firmly grasp it. Medium or large goblet. Let's go big or go home. More equals more. Any garnish except for star salt. She likes fruit, so let's put valberry in it. Seafoam Sword Song. Based on the twinkling starlight, this novel cocktail was concocted especially for Eula. Eula's swordsmanship is like a whirling waltz. She strikes with the force of an avalanche. Yet her finishing flourishes are clean and elegant. This bold approach is reflected in her drink preferences. To match her style, oh my god, this is so long. The drink you prepare combines ice pure fire water, Romaritime flower juice, steeped in a commemorative meaning, and restorative cocoa to replenish energy and banish fatigue, creating a true dance of flavors. Since the blend is inspired by the Spindrift Knight's dancing blade, Seafoam Sword Song felt like the perfect name.
Here's your all-new Seafoam Sword Song, mixed to meet your personal preferences.
Oh my, what beautiful colors. And you even added my Romaritime flower fruit extract.
It's in vodka. It's vodka and wine.
And I can smell the alcohol, but it doesn't stifle the fruity fragrance. Let's see how it tastes.
Can't wait to hear what you think.
Give me a moment to...
Oh god.
Come up with the right words. I need to think carefully. I know it's unbecoming of a lady, and a proper connoisseur would savor their drinks slowly.
Oh god, we're knocking her out, aren't we?
But I'm sorry, this is just too good to be true.
She's gonna glug the whole thing down.
Can you mix me another?
Of course, feel free to order as many as you like. And so Eula lost friendly conversation, drink 3 more. Oh god.
Oh, no, what was I going to say? I've completely lost my train of thought.
Yay, the return of drunk Eula.
Oh, whatever. I feel fantastic. This cocktail. Oh, it's the best I've ever had.
You sound like you're gonna throw up.
I think I'm gonna head home and get some sleep.
Do you think that maybe you had one too many? Maybe I should have gone easier with the fire water.
Don't worry about me. This is the happiest tipsy I've been in years. I'm still far from being drunk.
How far are you from throwing up? Because you sound pretty close to that.
By the time I've written up those reports for my exchange with Miss Clarend, I'll have been on duty for 3 months straight.
Maybe you should have done that before you go drinking.
Jean, the acting grandmaster. Isn't it about time she gave me some time off?
3 months straight. Well, joke's on you. I haven't taken time off work in 5 years. No, wait. I didn't take time off work when I worked at the movie theater either. So that's another, like, 8 months. And then I didn't take time off either when I worked for Safeway. I've never taken time off. So if I've been working since multiple jobs since 2017, I haven't taken a vacation in 9 years.
I won't be forgetting this injustice in a hurry. You mark my words.
Do you need a bucket? Vengeance will be mine. She's okay. Hooray, we got the weapon skin. What can I put that on? Oh, it's down here. Ah, so cute looking. All right. Well, we're past the 2-hour mark, so let's just do one more. That was Claymore and Musket. The sweet, the sour, and the smoky taste of steel. Sweet and sour, smoky taste of steel. Ah. So now it's Clarend.
Confirmed.
Did you see a drunk Eula wandering around?
I was sure I'd sensed a familiar presence, so I came over to take a look. And sure enough, here you are.
Hello, Clarend. Please, have a seat, honored customer.
If Miss Charlotte were to see you like this, I'm guessing she'd take 100 pictures and write up a report.
I wonder who's going to replace Toddle for the new role.
Sword-wielding traveler's secret side hustle. Exclusive cocktails from Tevat's Explorer Extraordinaire. You'd make the front pages of every major newspaper. And there'd be crowds of Fontanian tourists flocking to your drink stand, causing gridlock on the streets of Mondstadt.
I think you're being a little dramatic.
Luckily for you, I turned down Miss Charlotte's request to accompany me here, so you're unlikely to be seeing any scenes like that. Let's quietly celebrate.
Ether had a heart attack.
And on that note, I'd like a caramel blaze.
At least she knows what she wants.
That look on your face tells me you have a lot of questions you want to ask.
You can drink while we chat.
Calm and effortless. I'm shocked to learn you're a real pro at this sort of thing.
Comes with the territory. Customer service, I have years of experience in. It's on my resume, even. I need to update my resume, because I have a bachelor's degree now that I need to put on there. Firewater. Oh, so heavy drinker as well, I see. Caramel and cocoa. This is vodka with coffee. Or this is a frappuccino with vodka in it. How big are the chunks? Small pieces. Alright, shake properly. I don't think we've done this one yet. All three of the shakes still, in my opinion, look roughly the same. There's barely a difference. Master's Goblet large. Heavy drinker indeed. She's getting a big glass before she gets the custom one. Caramel Blaze. In recent years, this blend has become one of Mondstadt's most famous drinks, celebrated for its bold colors, vibrant flavor, and even been referenced in foreign works from Fontaine's tabletop troupe to Inazuma light novels. So it's a famous drink.
Your Caramel Blaze is ready. Try not to drink it all in one go.
It sure lives up to its name. The color reminds me of a raging fire, while that aroma really hits you head on. It's quite strong.
You okay? Would you like some water?
I'm all right. I just need a little time to get used to it.
So you're basically not a heavy drinker. You're the person that just walks into the bar, I'll have the heaviest drink you got, and then literally passes out like a child from the first sip.
As I recall, the last time I drank alcohol was at a wine tasting event that Navia invited me to last year. I only had a small sip of Sassica wine, and it was nowhere near as strong as this concoction of yours.
So you basically don't drink at all?
From a purely rational perspective, alcohol can cause dizziness and impair one's ability to work, so it's best avoided altogether.
That's more or less my stance on alcohol. I don't like the feeling. Plus, my chemical imbalance usually means that if I do drink it, I get like the hangover first before the buzz, so there's like literally no benefit to me. It's like, oh, I gotta suffer pain on the off chance that I might feel good later. So yeah, I'm not a big fan of alcohol.
But when Miss Farina saw me off at the docks, she mentioned that Mondstadt is the land of wine and poetry. Since I'm here, I thought I should at least try the local specialties.
That's reasonable. It would be a shame not to. As long as you stay within your limits, I'm sure you'll be fine.
In fact, Captain Eula, whom I sparred with earlier, has quite the refined taste for fine wine.
Yeah, she looked up one in a storybook and got some from Dormant Port.
She even gifted me a bottle of Romaritime flower fruit extract, which is no longer produced in Fontaine, and can now only be found overseas.
Why would something that uses Fontainian ingredients not be produced in Fontaine anymore?
Out of the utmost respect for her skills, I feel compelled to deepen my knowledge of Mondstadt's wines.
You think carefully before I mix you another drink. I need to tweak the recipe a little to make sure that you're completely satisfied.
I truly appreciate all the trouble you're going to.
Another Fontaine guest. By the way, Miss Emily was here too.
Huh? Does that mean she's already finished her commission? Well, she's certainly efficient. Once I return to Fontaine, perhaps I can let Sijui know that I'd be happy to purchase her latest perfume.
I was unaware that you and Emily even knew each other. Because Emily's like character story was super isolated to like Port Ormos, and like no one from Fontaine was like involved in that storyline. Sounds like you know her quite well.
I'm not sure I'd say that.
Who knows Emily quite well?
On my way to Mondstadt, we happened to take the same boat. Naturally, we got to chatting. I've often heard Sigewinne praise her work. After conversing with her on the journey over, I must say, she is indeed a rare and refined individual.
That's quite a refined way to put it.
She's gentle and composed, yet keeps others at a distance. Perhaps it's due to her profession. I find this approach ideal. It allows one to maintain a lasting sense of inner peace.
Frankly, she was just as much of a detective as either Hazo/Chevrus were, to be honest. Sounds like you want me to arrange a get-together. Next time I'm in Fontaine, why don't we all hang out together?
Oh, thank you, but there's really no need to set anything up. Our work rarely intersects, and our social circles hardly make for a Venn diagram, if you know what I mean.
Do they? I feel like she would be a shoo-in for one of your D&D sessions.
Best to just let things take their natural course.
It's like, don't make me hang out with Emily. Don't make me hang out with Emily. Alright, usual hobbies and interests. What do you usually drink?
When I'm working, I often drink coffee. But with meals, I prefer a lighter tasting drink, like Buell fruit juice.
Do you like Fanta?
Since I eat a lot of meat, the slight acidity of the juice helps balance out the greasiness. Over time, I've grown accustomed to the sour taste.
Yeah, I'm one of those guys that puts lemon on chicken. I get it.
After the swordsmanship exchange, the Knights of Favonius rather kindly treated me to some traditional Mondstadt cuisine.
Sticky honey roast?
I had 8 different meat dishes.
Dear God.
All of them were excellent. The portions were huge, and only the highest quality cuts were used. Everything was cooked to absolute perfection.
Where are you putting it all? Your thighs? Your boobs? Because you are scrawny looking. You eating 8 meat dishes a day? I mean, I can eat like a whole pizza in a sitting, but that's like maybe 2 to 3 people's worth of food top. That's like 2 to 3 dishes tops if you think about it. Like a serving size of pizza is like 2 slices or 3 slices, depending.
Of course, there was still room for improvement. When catering to tourists, the sticky honey roast and pile 'em up might benefit from a slightly lighter sauce.
Isn't the pile 'em up like a stack of pancakes? And a honey roast is like a full ham with honey on it. So it's like, the sauce is not the thing that's causing the calories to be so high. It's the portions. Sound like they treated you to a feast.
I've certainly tried all the red meat dishes. I think I've had enough
Is
calories
ham considered
to
red
sustain
meat?
3 days of vigorous work, so I've had to decline all subsequent dining invitations. To be honest, I can still taste the grease. There must be a way to cleanse my palate.
Something full of citric acid, I guess? Tends towards tangy. The crest on the table. Oh yeah, you got a crest there. Is that a gift from the Knights?
Indeed it is. The Knights codenamed Hazelnut 3 and Hazelnut 5 gave me this crest. I must say, it's exquisite.
I do not know who those 2 Knights are.
They told me the design has only just been finalized. Apparently, it's only presented to important guests. They said they're making a badge for you, too, but it hasn't been finished yet.
Where have I heard of these 2? Knights of Favorius is such a big organization.
You're not wrong. I guess it's similar to how I can't remember the name of every clerk in the Palais Mermonia.
Aren't there only 3 clerks in the Palais Mermonia, and then there's like 2 more that stand outside of it?
But I'm certain you'll get to know them in time. They're clearly seasoned veterans. Even though they work desk jobs, they still turn up in full armor. After handling my affairs, they headed to the tavern for a gathering, saying they wanted to continue last night's duel and determine who had the highest alcohol tolerance.
Clearly not you.
Drinking barrels of beer the night before, yet being able to work with clear minds the next day. Whew.
They must have built up a tolerance over years of drinking. That's just how Mondstadt is. Mondstadters like nothing more to unwind with drink after work.
So what you're saying is, while Mondstadters may seem carefree, they actually have an admirable ability to know their limits when it comes to drinking.
I don't know. Eula walked off talking to a pole. Balance is key. Tends towards tangy. Sounds like Florent has an exceptionally keen sense of taste, preferring drinks with a hint of sourness. Valberries are sweet with a hint of sour, while wolf hooks are just the opposite. Sour with a hint of sweet. I think she might prefer the latter. Replace cocoa with wolf hooks. I thought we were talking about the Valberry. Oh, whatever. Balance is key. Similar tastes to Emily. Clarence seems to admire Emily. They appear to have similar preferences when it comes to drinks. Maybe there's something to take into account. How should I approach this? Balance is key. The crest is a souvenir that the knights gave to Clarende. Clarende doesn't usually drink, but out of respect for her Mondstadt opponent, she's at least willing to try. She'd still better not overdo things. Regular caramel blaze would be too much. I should downsize things a bit. A light base. Emily likes mild tea, and that last drink was also built around a light base. I should ask Clarende if she liked it. Emily likes to drink tea. How about you?
Are you already planning the details of our hypothetical get-together?
In this instance, no, but I still think a D&D session would be great.
Based on my previous experiences with alcohol, I guess my tolerance is similar to Emily's. Fruit liqueur is probably my limit. So when the time comes, I think you'd be best off mixing similar drinks for the both of us.
Can tolerate fruit liqueur. The firewater used in Caramel Blaze has far too much of a kick. How about replacing firewater with something fruitier? We're still missing one. Did I not? Oh, I didn't ask her about the scenery. Have you seen much of Mondstadt yet?
I've seen a little. I took a stroll around the city the first day I got here. Navia's done some rather extensive research on this place. Many of the scenes and illustrations for the tabletop troupe were inspired by views of Mondstadt.
Right! In her character story, we technically go to Mondstadt in her tabletop setting.
However, the way she describes the atmosphere in her world building is quite different from the real Mondstadt. The deepest impression I've got since arriving here is one of swords and shields.
Why is that?
Perhaps because I've mostly just visited the blacksmith and the training grounds.
That's fair. Maybe visit the church, the graveyard, Wolvendom, the docks?
Recently, the newer weapons and armor produced in Mondstadt have been created using a completely different heat treatment process from those in Fontaine, with a higher carbon content in the surface layer.
So they're closer to iron than steel?
While this has slightly reduced their overall toughness, their impact resistance has greatly improved. These newer weapons give off a smell like overbrewed coffee.
What? This is my new sword. It smells like coffee? What? I can't say that I've noticed.
Perhaps it's because that scent gave me such a positive first impression. You see, Fontaine's signature metalwork is often coated with a protective agent that contains Marcotte.
Really?
Over time, the faint fragrance becomes overly sweet. And for some reason, it makes my teeth feel funny. I don't imagine the scent of Mondstadt's swords and shields would cause the same level of irritation.
Well, I've definitely learned something new today. Never realized there was so much complexity to how swords are made.
Of course, there is a solution to this problem.
Don't use the chemical agent?
The next time you find yourself in Fontaine, there's another protective agent I can recommend. One that's as neutral as water, without any excess fragrance.
Okay.
If you also dislike being bombarded with sweetness, this protective agent should suit you well.
Nothing too sweet. Surprisingly, Cloran's first positive impression of Mondstadt was one of swords and shields. She doesn't seem to favor overly sweet fragrances, preferring aromas to salty tint. Those two things do not relate. Who wrote this script? Perhaps I can try dusting the rim of the glass with star salt. Garnish with star salt. Start mixing. I guess we're leaving the caramel, and I think I've come up with a drink that'll be more to your liking. Please wait a moment.
All right. I'll make sure I'm mentally prepared.
And also, would you like me to throw out that literal firebomb next to you?
Even if it's still a bit strong, I'll do my best to finish it.
You don't have to. I don't believe we were charging for these drinks. This is like a festival thingy. Provided by the logistics department. Alright. Fruit wine. Caramel. Wolf hooks. Alright. How small we chopping, boys? Any size. Dust. We're going off of the Emily strat. Minute gameplay. And then we're gonna stir thoroughly, just like Emily likes it. God, why do I remember how Emily oh, shake properly. I thought it would let me shake however I wanted. Scoop goblet. And star salt. Ooh. I never noticed that this was a twisty little... what do they call that on the glass? The handle? The hilt? Just above the base, or whatever. The neck. The neck of the glass. That's what it's called. Based on the Caramel Blaze, this novel cocktail... Oh, sorry. Leisure Time Lightning is what this one's called. Based on a Caramel Blaze, this novel cocktail was concocted specially for Clorind. After visiting Mondstadt with impressions shaped by the tabletop troupe, the lightning-swift champion duelist is especially sensitive to metallic notes, showing a clear preference for flavors with a hint of salt. I thought it said sour is what she liked when we were reading her notes, whatever. In her everyday choices, she also favors drinks with a gentle tartness to cut through the richness. For most bartenders, balancing these two demands would require extreme care, but after honing your craft, the Angel's Share, and the flagship... Oh, I like that they referenced that. I was there for the flagship one. You can precisely control every note of the cup. To help Clorind into a relaxed mood on her tour of Mondstadt, you wonder if calling this a Leisure Time Lightning will be the good choice. Alright, Ether. You deliver the line, not me.
Alright, this new creation is called Leisure Time Lightning.
Ooh, it looks a lot more purple now that I see it in your hand.
A cocktail made exclusively for champion duelists. Enjoy.
That is oddly specific, Ether.
Have you added fruit wine? It tastes wonderful. This is ideal for me.
That first little reaction she gave almost made me think she didn't like it.
There's a subtle saltiness that combines well with the tartness of the fruit and the sweetness of the caramel. Each sip balances delicately on the edge of perfection.
That's a pretty cool effect on the glass, but boy does it not look like liquid.
The color of the wine also fits well with the name, and the lightning imagery contrasts with the fiery nature of the caramel glaze. But where does the leisure time part come in?
Don't you find Mondstadt to be a leisurely place? Take it easy. Taking it easy. That's what traveling's all about.
I see. That certainly matches the impression this cocktail gives me.
Yes, because the cocktail is totally able to give the impression of walking around town.
Its unique aroma and taste will hold a special place in my memories of Mondstadt.
I'm glad you like it.
Do you think, if the chance were to present itself, you'd be interested in mixing drinks somewhere else? A cafe, for instance, or the Hotel de Boer?
When I was in the Fontaine section of the story, I actually had my daily commission set to that, and I believe we do drink mixing in Fontaine, and there was a web event where we did drink mixing in Fontaine. So, yes, would be the answer. I don't know why you're saying, why do you ask, Ether?
Mostly for Navia and Miss Farina's sake. Though obviously, I'd be more than happy to try more of your masterpieces myself.
Of course. Love to let everyone have a taste. Hard to say right now, but who knows what the future holds. Oh, she's already finished with that glass.
I understand. I won't try to strong-arm you. In any case, I truly appreciate your hospitality. Thanks to you, whether I'm summarizing the key lessons from my exchange with Miss Eula, or discussing strategy with the Knights of Favonius, I'll be in my best condition.
And another one down. Another one bites the dust.
Why not keep me company
Oh, well.
for a while? There'll be plenty of time.
That was a
for
nice
work
2.5
later.
hours, so I might as well call it here, and I'll see you all next time. I think we'll do another Genshin stream in a few days. How long do I have left in this event before it goes away? 4 days! Take that back. I will do this again tomorrow. I'm going to be busy tomorrow night. I guess it'll have to be Saturday. So, yeah, we'll finish this. No, wait. Yeah. No, wait, tomorrow's Thursday. Yeah, I can do it tomorrow night. For some reason, I thought it was still Wednesday. Okay. For some reason, I thought it was already Thursday. Yeah, so yeah, we'll finish this up on Friday, probably. I don't know when I'll have it edited for the YouTube channel, but if you guys don't want to see or wait for stuff on YouTube, you can always join me on Twitch TV/SheetStreams, or you can just come have a chat with me in the Discord, where I let people know what I'm doing and when I'm doing it. Anywho, there's some other stuff in the pipeline. I have the Varka story quest recorded, and that's already been uploaded to the YouTube channel. I just got to add chapters and a thumbnail to that, so that'll probably be up by the time you see this on YouTube. And if you're watching these all in a playlist, then you can just ignore everything I've just said. Anyway, this has been fun. I do plan on doing a Sparksy stream probably this weekend. Maybe on Sunday we'll do a double feature, because I think there'll be a new One Piece chapter. We'll read that, and then we will probably jump into Star Rail. Anywho, I am really cutting this event down to the wire. So off stream, I'm probably going to do all of the Amber events and the combat event just to get this little Woodscape Splendor up. But that'll be saved for off stream. And then next time that we do this, we will do Act 3. We'll do the last 2 of these little Drinksmith events, as well as the last Echo of Memory. Anyway, I'll see you all then. Until then, stay safe out there. You've been a wonderful audience.